Today on Blender TC we're going to actually make a football. So first of all we'll get rid of the cube, X to delete, and delete the cube. Next I'm going to add the mesh, and the mesh shall be an icosphere. So it's just zooming onto the icosphere, and we're going to make the subdivisions 1. The next thing we're going to do is go into edit mode, and we're going to add a bevel modifier, which is Control B, and then if you just alter this like so, and all you need to select is the loop slide and the vertex only. As you can see, this gives the basic shape of the football, and if we just increase this slowly, you'll see that, and you just keep increasing it until you get the shape of the football. Now because these are all selected, we'll keep them selected and we'll add a colour to it. So normally footballs are black and white, so we'll add a material. First one will be white, so white, and the next material will be white, and the next material we'll put on is fat, and put it in there, new material, and we'll call that black. So we've got black and white. Next what we'll do is we'll change the colour of the black to black, make it a little bit shiny by increasing the metal using the nodes here, and take the roughness down slightly. There we go. And the other one is the black one. So that was the black, so we'll assign that. So assign that to the edges. Just select that. And what we'll do is we'll do CTRL and I, which inverts it. Right, Control Z. For some reason that's not working. I realise what I've done. Right, go into Edge Select, and then CTRL and I, which selects the opposite number. Select the white and assign it. Now we've got a ball there. What I did, I selected viewport shading on there because it shows you what it'd look like with light reflecting off it. Right, so let's just change that. Shift and duplicate, press enter, and then we're gonna G, X, move it to the side. Sorry, Control. Just going to delete that. So delete vertices. What I didn't do then is actually select all the actual faces. So A to select all faces. Come out of edit mode. Shift and D. Press enter, and G and X to move it in the X direction. So we've got a full copy of the ball. Right. The next thing we're going to do is I'm going to go into the N panel by pressing the N key, select the object, press the tab key, and we're going to increase the mean weight to 1, or the mean crease to 1, and then what we're going to do is we're going to extrude. So make sure you've got all selected by pressing the A key, then right click on the thingy and extrude individual faces, and we're just going to extrude it just a small amount. next thing we're going to do is go on the spanner, add a modifier, and subdivide the surface. In fact, no, something's gone wrong there. Z. Go back into edit mode. For some reason we haven't got all the edges selected, and that's what happened there. You see that? Got the edges there. So A to deselect all. A to select everything, and the mean crease needs to be 1 on all faces. Come out of edit mode, and then we go into the spanner, add the modifier, subdivide surface, and take this up to 2. And then what we'll do is we'll apply that. As you can see, we haven't really got a ball there properly, but in fact I'll undo that, change that to 1, press enter, change the subdivision down to 1, and then apply. No, we won't. We'll keep it at 2. Control Z. Control Z. Keep it at 2. And apply. Then we're going to add another modifier, which is going to be the cast modifier. Put that at 0.9. Smooth shade it, and now we've got the actual ball with the lines that you can only just see. The next thing we need to do is add another colour, so create a new, and the colour we're looking for is like a browny colour, so make it dark, and that's going to be our laces. So go to this object and assign that colour to that object by going to edit mode and assign the brown to that object. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to go into edit mode, select all faces, then X, and we're deleting only faces. Right, I'm just going to hide the football, so hide the football. And then we're going to move this back to the centre by pressing it onto 0 there. So let me just centralise that by pressing the point key. Right, the next thing we're going to do is we are going to subdivide these lines by 20. So select all the lines, go into edit mode, A key to select all, and then subdivide and change this to 20. As you can see, if we go into the actual edge select, we'll keep it in edge select mode because you need it later on. Select all, and then we're going to select, and then we're going to put checker deselect. Hit the checkered deselect button, and then press the X button and delete edges. As you can see, that does a dotty line. but if we scroll in close, you'll see that some of them have got 3 vertices. So select the point there, and then what we're going to do is copy the selection by selecting similar, and we go amount of connecting edges, and as you can see, that's selected all the edges. Press Ctrl and plus, until it can't select no more. Press the X key and then delete the vertices. Still in edit mode, A to select all. Now what we're going to do is extrude these. So E to extrude, S to scale, and scale it down slightly. And what that has done is it's made little flat areas like that. Right, and the next thing we're going to do is go on the little spanner, add a modifier, and solidify. By solidifying it, you've made that into little squares like that, and that's what we're going to use for our stitching. Don't look like that brown colours there though. So look, did I assign it? Assign. It says so. Maybe. So in fact, I'll take these 2 colours off of that. That's it. That's the brown colour. So now we've got that selected. What we're going to do is we're going to add one more modifier. So back into edit mode, apply the solidify modifier, then add another modifier, and this other modifier is going to be the cast modifier again, and we put this to 0.9, which makes it circular. Right. The next thing that we need to do is we put Alt and H, sorry, not Alt and H, come out of edit mode, then put Alt and H to make the ball reappear. Now what we've got there is the icosphere, which is the ball, and we've got the icosphere, which is the actual laces or the stitching. So all we've got to do to make that reappear is we scale it up until it starts to appear and it looks right. I'd say that's about there. Maybe a bit less. So go back into it, scale until it just appears. Apply the modifier, sorry, out of edit mode, apply the modifier, and join the two together. So select both the ball or both icospheres. Sorry, it's not wanting to play. Hold the shift key down to select both, and then join. There you have it, a football. So I'm just going to select the actual ball on its own, so I'm going to split these back off. P to split back off by selection. L, P, my selection. I'm just going to go back into the ball. And again, I don't know. A to select all, add modifier, cast 0.9, tab, and apply. Sorry, tab to come out of edit mode and apply. And there you have it. It's a football. As you can see, all the leather patches. If you add thingy, please subscribe to my channel and leave comments. Football with laces or stitching.